Hi, in this video, we are going to look at the sales model. With the sales model, we have four menu items. That's the POS sales interface. We have the new sales interface, the sales list, and the sales return list. So basically, the sales interface, that's the interface that you see and used to sell. We've developed two different kinds. So I'm going to walk you through both of them. The first one is the POS and the second one is the new sales. The advantage of the POS is that when you're about to sell, we have the images of the items that you have in stock over there. If only you uploaded the images of the items, you get to see them here, and we can equally use the filter here to search for the items to be added. You can also use the search bar here, and the search bar we can add, you can use the barcode, the item code, or the item name to identify the product. Okay, so this is the interface for the POS. Basically, you need to set the customer. So I said the default customer is your working customer. If there is a new customer you need to register, then you enter the details and save it before you continue the purchase. So basically, you just type in the name of the product that you want to sell here, then select it. Now there is no quantity, so as you saw, we have out of stock. So out of product is out of stock. That is the alert that we are getting, meaning when a product is out of stock, we can't sell it, and therefore we have to refill it before we'll be able to sell it. That's basically what happens. Then with a hold here, so assuming I am serving multiple people at a time, but I have only one computer, this becomes very handy, comes in handy, because the very one that I'm working on, let's assume the customer is not ready to make the purchase at the moment. Maybe they have to confirm something before they purchase the items, and another person is waiting. I need to attend to the person. So basically, I can just click on hold to hold the item, and the items that you hold will be held here. So when you come here, you will see all the ones that you have held right here, and then you can return back to it whenever the person is ready. So once I hold it, I can then go on to work on other people's own. So that's the function of the hold button here. The multiple is basically payment option. If the person is going to pay, let's say in multiples, I mean like the mode of payment. So for instance, if someone wants to pay some using a card and some using physical cash, so assuming the person says that I'm going to pay 50% with physical cash because that's all the money I have on me, but I'm going to make the top up using mobile money or card transactions. So you basically come to the multiple, then you enter the amount they are paying with mobile money and the amounts they are paying with a card. So if the person is going to pay everything by cash, you just click the cash. So basically the multiple and the cash are doing the same thing. It's just receiving the payment, but over here you are going to, with the multiple, you are going to be able to accept different types of payment or kind of split payment. You're splitting the payment between, let's say, physical cash, Momo, or check, or card. All right. But when it comes to the cash payment, or we've called it cash, but it's just like once. So this one, there is no split payment. So if it is by Momo, you select Momo. If it is by card, you select card, then you process the payment from there. Another advantage about the POS is because I don't have items here, you can't sell it for you to see. But once you you hit the cash button, it will open up and show you a calculator. So you have a calculator on the side where you enter the amount the person is giving you. It will do the deductions and tell you that this is the amount you're supposed to give to the person. So basically, that is the POS interface. Now let's look at the other new sale interface. This new sale interface looks just like our purchases interface, and basically you enter the customer name. So you choose the customer. If you've not already done that, you create the customer. So the default customer is a working customer. The sales date will be here. Then you can enter any reference number, the product name or barcode or the item code. You enter them here to search for the product. The moment you add the product, okay, this is also out of stock, so we can't add it. The moment you add a product, you see them here and you'll be able to update the quantities per product. So if automatically the default value that will come under quantity is one. So if the person is buying more than one, you change the quantity to the very quantity the person is buying. The unit price will be brought up automatically. If there is any discount you are giving the person per that product, you can input a discount under this. Then tax amount, if there is anything like that too, then the total amount will be calculated. The actions, you can delete or edit the item. Then you come to, so you can add as many as you want just by going back and searching for the item and clicking on the item. Then you would get all of them. After you are done, the grand total will be here. So if there are any other charges, so you put them here. If there is a discount you are giving the person, let's say an overall discount on the product the person has bought. So for instance, somebody walks into your store and buys a lot of products and realizing that you want to give them a discount of something, let's say 5%. So you come here and you select 5%, then you put the discount. So the discount to, if it's fixed, then you're going to enter the exact amount. Let's say I'm deducting 25 Ghana cedis from it. So I'll enter the exact amount and choose fixed. But I can also decide to do it in percentages where I choose 5%. And we'll calculate 5% of the total. So eventually we'll get the grand total. That's the amount that we expect the person to pay us. Then you come here and enter the amount of money that the person. So if it is a default customer, that's a working customer, you've not registered anybody, or this is not a customer that you are going to lend goods to or give goods on credit to, then you have to make sure the amount you are entering here corresponds to the amount that is here. Otherwise, the system will not accept your payment. Then the payment, you choose cash, card, the payment type that the person is using, you choose that one. But if you want to be able to sell on credit to someone, then you should make sure you've already registered a person as a customer. And once you've done that, you can enter an amount lesser than the amount here, and it will accept and document the remainder as the sales due in the person's account. So when you go to the customer's account or customer's list, you find it there how much the person owes you. If there is any notes to under the payments, you can equally document it here. Then you save. Now let's go to sales list. Basically, sales list, the front here, these these boxes are giving us a summary of our sales in the current month. So for this particular month, total invoices. Total invoices basically refer to how much or how many people you've served or how many invoices. So accurately it represents how many invoices you've issued in the course of a day. So it may also roughly indicate how many customers have come in that you have served. But there are instances where one person will buy one thing and also request for another. So you have to print multiple invoices. But what it basically represents is how many invoices or receipts you've issued in the course of the month. Okay, then the total amount of all these invoices. So in the whole month, how much money have you made selling your goods? And that will be represented here. That's the total invoices for. Okay, so this happens to be the one for today. So we've updated it. It used to be for the month. But okay, so we've updated these ones currently to the current day, not month, pardon me, the current day. So for today, when you come to your sales list, you realize how many people have walked in or how many invoices have you issued, how much money have you made today, and if there are any returned sales too, you see the total returned sales here. Then if people bought things on credit too today, you see the amount of money that people are owing you that very day so that you can do your calculation accurately. So this gives you a summary of all the items that have been bought. In fact, For the total amount, so you can click on more info and go and check per the date. Okay, so when you click, you go to the report to go and check per the date. So you can select an interval, you can select a particular customer and see everything about that particular customer. As well, you can also find more information about sales returns. Okay, so in the course of the day, all the sales that will be returned will also be documented there. When you go to the report too, you will find report on item sales, sales report, sales return, sales payment. So basically, this will give you an overview of all the things related to the sales, and this you can always, for the report aspect, you set the duration you want to see. So if it is over 1 year, you set over 1 year and see the sales details. So basically, this is about the sales model, and I'll see you in the next video.